We've recently moved over to predictive analytics, and we have quite a few goals set. Most of them are around equipment uptime and most importantly, reliability to production schedule.
A lot of companies have been in that break-fix mode for a long time, and the ability to avoid those catastrophic failures or those uninterrupted production times is a huge benefit.
In our review of the equipment, some we're finding need maintenance more frequently than we've been doing it. One would say that now we're doing more maintenance and there may be more downtime, but we have much more control over when that happens. We have an understanding of where the equipment is in the life cycle, when it will fail, and as we're scheduling production, we can fit in the maintenance around that time, and it's given us a higher throughput.
Where people spend a lot of the money is in their maintenance schedules. Most people today have schedule-based maintenance. And what I mean by schedule-based maintenance is for a particular type of equipment, every 6 months you take it down and maybe you change some components, maybe you do some lubrication or take other actions. That doesn't mean that that action needed to be taken, but you take it based on a schedule. Multiply that by thousands and thousands of pieces of equipment, potentially doing work that's not needed, it can add up in cost pretty significantly. So if we can use sort of evidence-based maintenance, where our insights tell us that work is needed on particular equipment and only do the work when it's needed, it actually saves customers an enormous amount of money and probably schedules less maintenance than they would do otherwise. At the same time, it will prevent these catastrophic failures that maybe would have happened before the maintenance schedule. So you get the best of both worlds.
We actually run some maintenance software. It takes the run times out of iFix and puts them in a software, and the software is programmed to look at what the actual runtime is and then what the maintenance runtimes are required, and then sends out work orders to our maintenance supervisor, and he hands them out, and when they're filled out he goes back and then closes out the work orders. It's an automated way of a reminder, similar now to the newer cars that have oil change lights that come on, so you can have triggers like that they can go and say, hey, it's time to grease this bearing, right? Whatever maintenance needs to be done. So this way it's not that mentality of, we'll fix it when it breaks.
Having all the data and being able to review it has definitely helped with productivity. We've been able to review that data and propose process changes to get increased yield.
To take the equipment down on their own plan and to make the necessary changes and bring it back up. So they're not reacting, they're really preventing on their own schedule.